I grew up in the Ultra-Orthodox community in Stamford Hill. I was introduced to my husband at the time when I was 20. We met on a Sunday night, we got engaged on a Monday night, and 6 months later, I was practically married to a stranger, which was traumatic in its own right. My marriage was lonely, it was difficult. I didn't feel I had any connection to my husband, and I just felt miserable. Leaving was really, really difficult. It's about all the people that you know and love and trust are suddenly against you. So for me, I just felt my mission would be, once this was over, that there would be some kind of support system here in the UK. And that's what drove me to set up GesherEU.
I felt like I don't have much choice on day-to-day life, especially big decisions, but everything is prescribed.
I can't live the way I want, and I can't do things I want just because there's a whole bunch of rules that I have to follow.
I'm one of 12 children, I'm number 9. I struggled growing up there because the community's restrictions and rules weren't conducive to who I was as a person. It just felt like everything that I wanted to do was not allowed.
There was no communication or interaction with the outside world. I was expected to meet a girl, get married. I was not expected to ask a lot of questions. I was not expected to get to know her before getting married.
There's a pressure of you just have to get married and you can't just say no. It's a stranger, you don't know who they are, you don't have anything in common.
I remember one moment which was a moment of realization, and that is when I was still here in Stamford Hill in London. I was in the morning prayer. As I stand there and I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing here? Why am I dressed like this? I've been given an ultimatum, basically. I've been told you need to leave the house. If you don't want to accept that you are living this life and you're staying Hasidic, Ultra-Orthodox, religious, and doing everything as is without any change, you have no place here.
I could not imagine or envision at that time that I will ever be able to leave. You are not given the tools to survive outside the community. So you can survive in the community, you are looked after. It's a bit like a codependent relationship. And that makes it very hard to leave.
I decided that I don't see my future in the community, and I have to go out. I never said to my parents anything about how I feel, and because I was afraid if I'll tell them, who knows what they'll do and what. So it's Friday, and when I left, I didn't know even where I'll go, where I'll be, where I'll sleep, where I'll eat. But I just couldn't stay anymore.
So I heard about Gesher from the one person that I knew in England, and the first time that I came to a Gesher event, I came by myself. It felt like a really loving and homely environment, and the food is food that I've been eating, since I'm a little kid, and the music is stuff, the songs that I know. It was really heartwarming to be there, and I'm really lucky that I was able to meet all of them.
I found the number of Gesher on the internet and I called them. They asked me whether I want to study, and I told them that I want to do the GCSEs first. Because, when I learned in an Orthodox school, we haven't done the GCSEs. Gesher actually made it happen. Gesher, they pushed me also to it, and they helped me find a way to do it. And now, if I look at myself in 10 years, I could be with a really good job, with a degree, and living my life the way I want it, the way I want to live it.
Gesher has given me a real family. Some of the members that I've met have become really close. I feel like I'm closer to them than I am with my biological family. I know that I'm not alone. That fear of being on your own, that it's you against the world. So I know there's other people out there. They will be there for me.
So last week we got married, and almost half of the guests at the wedding were people who we met through Gesher. I was speaking as the groom. I had to give the traditional speech. There is a time when you would usually say thanks to your parents, to your family for being here. And this is the point when I said that unfortunately my family are not here. So I would say thanks to, instead of biological family, I would say thanks to my chosen family.
For many of our members, they never speak to their family of origin ever again. So GesherEU becomes their family, their community that they have. Another key area is the family law court system, where we help and support people navigate through that very, very difficult process. The other side that we do is the welfare side, where people get support emotionally. And then the fourth thing that we focus on is education. So people coming out with little or no education, we will support you through that process. For us, it's about people becoming financially independent and having a fulfilling career. I know how difficult it is to leave the community and how challenging and traumatic it can be. However, what I can say, we will help you along that way, and with the support of GesherEU, it can be possible. You can leave the community and live a happy, fulfilling life and make the future look however you want that to look. It really is possible.